Good afternoon, dear members of the jury. We are glad to introduce you the research work Analysis of cat purine influence on humans. Introduction. Wars around the world have a negative effect on the psychological condition of people. Many of them need rehabilitation from post-traumatic stress disorder. At the same time, it is a well-known fact that the cat's purine has a positive effect on the human. However, this phenomenon isn't practically investigated from a scientific point of view. Therefore, the idea is to develop scientifically based method of using cat's purine as a natural source for psychological and/or physical rehabilitation. The purpose is to study the effect of cat's purine on the physical and psychological condition of a person, and to develop a method of using cat's purine for natural rehabilitation. Thus, the hypothesis is that the study of cat's purine may allow the development of a technique to prevent heart diseases. Resonance phenomena. Usually, the effect of sound on a person is explained on the basis of resonance phenomena. Resonance, in general sense, is a phenomenon of a significant increase in the system's forced oscillation amplitude, in the case when the characteristics of system sound oscillation and external influence are consistent in space and time. The main characteristic that, in case of a coincidence, causes this phenomenon is signal's frequency. In order to calm down, person takes deep inhales and exhales, due to which the heart rhythm normalizes. During the visual analysis of the cat purine signal, it was determined that its structure resembles inhalation and exhalation. So, if the cat's purine periodicity is shorter than the periods of human breathing or the heart contractions period, it will lead to the fact that a person under the influence of purine will breathe more slowly and deeply, trying to adapt to the external signal periodicity. As a result, the heart rate will slow down and return to normal. During the selected signals experimental analysis, purine signal frames, which visually corresponded to human inhale and exhale, were considered. The duration of these two frames was chosen as the period of such signal. The results of the automatic analysis of the duration are given in the table. Confirm that the cat's purine periodicity, when considered in the format of paired frames, which is equivalent of inhale and exhale, is consistent with the periodicity of human breathing in a normal condition. On the other hand, there is no consistency between the selected cat's purine characteristic and the heart contractions periodicity. Thus, it can be argued that purine primarily normalizes the person's respiratory function, which indirectly affects the heart rate. But there is no direct effect on the heart rate from the purine signal. Segmentation in audacity. The preliminary visual analysis of cat's purine audio recording was performed on the basis of the spectrogram obtained by means of the Audacity audio editor, an example of which is shown. It can be seen that the signal is periodic, and, in this case, which is given as an example, consists of 19 frames. Separate frames. It was established that odd frames are similar to each other, as well as even frames to each other. It is also worth noting that odd frames are essentially similar to the ECG in terms of signal structure. However, the results of visual analysis should be confirmed by means of digital analysis. ECG digitization. One cell indicated in red was chosen at the quantization level as a conditional 0, the most frequently repeated signal level, which corresponds to the blue line. Numerical values determining the ECG signal level were recorded in an array for further analysis in digital form. Programs. The results of the frames duration analysis were obtained using the code for automatic segmentation are shown on the screen. Codes for CAS and ECG signals analysis implemented using standard Scilab procedures. As can be seen, the frequency peaks and the nature of spectra of the two signals in a low-frequency area are almost identical. This is evidence that despite the fact that the signals have different durations and fundamental frequencies, their structure is similar, and since both signals are complex, their consistency in the area of low frequencies, which is usually responsible for the own oscillations of human organs, indicates that purine has a positive effect on the work of heart itself. This suggests that cats can be used to rehabilitate people using cat purine, but it can rather be used as an aid, as in many anti-cafes or other special establishments. Conclusions you can see on the screen. Thank you for your attention.